put this over here. And am I live? Yes, I am live. Will this work, though? Kill that broadcast. Let me drag this over here. So if anyone's here, can you hear me? I'm trying to use this mic instead to avoid potential issues. Bird 44. Can you guys hear me? Let's see. Hi, Rob. Homer's here. Bean Boy's here. Jeremy's here. Anonymous Watch Guy's here. Can hear me. Okay. Well, there was a problem with the plug on both ends too. So like I had to do some rigging with it. So I wasn't sure if it was even going to work. And then I haven't used this Yeti mic in a long time. So I'm not sure the settings. I forget all the settings and everything. Yeah, I was going to use my phone and do it on the desk. But I remember like last time the video signal was terrible. Actually pay extra for the StreamYard system. And hopefully it's better. I know I'm whitewashed out here. I don't know that I can really prevent that. Is what it is. Yeah, in my Discord group, Chris YZ80 posted up him in the fetal position underneath his desk because I said there probably wasn't going to be a live. So I figured I better do a little bit of a live stream. Why the heck not? So yeah, Dave Williams here, Steve's here, Dr. Bob's Nightmares here, Eric Sheard, Nate Dogg, Brave Sailor's here, Homer's here. Let's see. Nick V, my buddy Greg Wood is here, Floridian, and YZ80 just chimed in. I'm beat, man. Paul's checking in from Melbourne. I forget how to say it. Australia. Wet Watches is here. I'm even having myself a little beer. This is a Peroni. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Like an Italian beer. First time I had this was out at Saltzman's in Rhode Island at an event. Calico Basin's here. Chrono Craze here. Glad I got off early from work to be here. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I'm beat. So had a fun weekend in Kentucky. Went to Churchill Downs. Watched some glue race each other. Lost some money on some bets. Hung out with some good watch friends. Met some new guys. And some of them brought their significant others. See, Dane is here, #1 troll killer on the job, wearing a Breitling Navitimer Cosmonaut tonight. Very cool. I am actually wearing a pickup. I know that orange isn't going to come through very good. It's a Shinola 45 millimeter automatic Runwell. So let's see. Dave says you have been on the road 3 out of the last 4 weeks. That is correct. What did I do? I went San Francisco, then Rhode Island, and then I had like a weekend kind of off, but I installed most of my fence that weekend, and then went to Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, and then this weekend I probably will be going to I can't even think. My brain is shot. I got to work on the fence. I got to finish the fence. Let's see. Can I? Yeah, I can add. So Dane says, riddle me this, Random Rob. What were you doing at a glass hot shop that weekend? Dane, literally, we were just walking by. We might have been walking to a breakfast shop. I can't remember what time of day it was. But breakfast was a breakfast shop called Wild Eggs. And the window was cracked open, so I had seen inside, and I was, oh shoot, I better snap a picture of that. I figured Dane would get a kick out of that. It was like a block and a half away down from the hotel, so I figured I'd just snap a picture for you and share it with you. Anonymous Watch Guy Gary was there with his significant other. Ashley said, let's see, he says, had a great time in Louisville, and so did the girlfriend, so I'll have permission to play again. That's awesome. It was great to hang out with you, meet you for the first time, and your girlfriend. I know you guys split off and did a lot of exploring. Uh, like we could have probably just followed you guys around. Honestly, like you guys crushed it. You guys went everywhere. It was awesome. So let's see. Calico says memory loss equals age. Or I could just be overdoing it, Calico. Like if I explained to you like everything I did, you would, yeah, you'd probably understand a little bit. Ken Spear checking in from Pittsburgh. Unfortunately, Tim is here in the live stream, but he wasn't able to make the Louisville meetup. I was hoping to see him there, but he just couldn't make it. So let's see. What do we got here? What does this say? I wish YouTube could post pictures on the live stream and take pics of our watches. That would be interesting. That would actually be, Isaac, that would be brilliant. So like you could post up a picture, and obviously other people would be able to see it. So that would really be where the problem comes in. But if you're like a trusted user or something, you could probably post up a safe picture, and then I could like share it or something. That would be interesting. Let's see. Doug is coming. I don't know where this is at. Coming to you from NOLA, rocking the Phobos Islander Reef Master collar today. I'm not sure where. I don't. Excuse my ignorance. I'm not sure. NOLA. Oh, probably North LA, I guess. Bean Boy was there. Billy hung out with us the whole time. Really fun weekend. Great to see a new city and hang out. And Bean Boy even took us to a very interesting establishment called the X. Oh, it's called New Orleans. NOLA's New Orleans. Okay, I don't know. I guess I kind of knew that. I don't know why I spaced out. I guess it's age, like Calico said. But anyway, Bean Boy took us to a place called Expo, and it literally looked like a condemned building from like 14 years ago, condemned. But it's open in the wee hours of the night. We went in there. Very interesting place. And I had a very interesting drink with like no description of what was in it, and the bartender actually came around and gave me instructions on how to do the drink. It was I checked that box. It ranks up there with Malort as far as the experience, but the drink itself was actually good. But the other part of it, yeah, I'm not sure about. Yeah, even Gary agrees. Dive bar for sure. It was fun. It was fun, but yeah, I don't know that I would go back necessarily. Let's see, Paul says pulled the trigger on the Longines Legend Diver Bronze. It was really cool at the Churchill Downs. The timing function and everything is all sponsored by Longines. So they had like a couple like watches kind of set up, but they were like large, and then they had a digital timer, much like the Seiko one I use, but in large, and that's what they use to time the horses running on the track. So it's pretty cool to see Longines at that level. John says nothing compares to Malort. Yes, correct. There was something to do with like this flour. I don't even know what the drink was called. I already forgot, but there was some crazy flour in there. And I had to eat that, and then the drink. The drink actually like neutralized the experience from the flour, so it was all right. Calico says another horse died. I hope not, but there was actually a pretty interesting incident there where, I guess those horses are really wound up, and when they're putting them in the gate and everything, they kind of like, sometimes can get a little rambunctious, and we couldn't see it super close because it was on the other side of the track from where we were sitting, and it bucked the jockey right off, and then they had to drop out and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, maybe it was that horse. I don't know. Bean Boy said it was called Acid Cat. The drink was called Acid Cat, and there was no instruction or no details of what it was. Let's see. Hello, everyone. Not only am I late, but I am getting. Michael says, hello, everybody. Not only am I late, but I too am getting burned out. Well, I put a question mark at the end of mine, so I'm not sure if I am or not. But I'm a little worn out. Let's be honest. Like I had a long drive back from Kentucky back up to northern Michigan yesterday. Made a few stops. Actually stopped in Holland. That is like really bright. It like reflects off my white goatee. Let's see, Elmer. Why won't FedEx deliver? That's like a never-ending battle. So I came back to a bunch of boxes. I have to do a bunch of unboxings. I did grab one because there was quite the ordeal. It's funny, not funny, but Dane seems like he's always struggling with professional delivery companies. So I definitely have a FedEx story, but it has to do more with the importing of watches and how they follow the rule of law, I guess. So I know the U.S. has certain rules, but I don't know if it's FedEx that's doing it or if it's the laws that the United States has. But they basically wanted to label me as a importer, and I'm like, no, I'm not an importer. I am not going to be labeled as an importer. So just send the watches back. So I am super late to getting my own Random Rob Borealis quad colored watch here. Everyone else seems to have already gotten them, right? So in Calico, it wasn't a matter of money. I'm sure it might have been with the tax and stuff like that, but it's more of like, I'm not an importer exporter. I'm an individual that works with a lot of different companies on watches and stuff like that. So I refuse to be labeled as a importer officially by the United States government. So we figured a workaround, and it all comes down to like the dollar amount. And the dollar amount for this, for where we are at with the value of the dollar, yeah, I think it's like $800 or something like that. That's way too low. That's way too low. I mean, what are you buying that's less than $800 that you're importing? I mean, for the most of us, definitely when it comes to watches. So yeah, it's definitely bureaucratic red tape for sure. Yeah. YZ80 says I'm an importer exporter like Art Vandalay. Yeah. I think they were known for importing export. Okay, so Canadian Watch Monkey says, Rob, I feel you about being burned out. I stopped making videos for a few weeks now. I feel I'm ready to get back into the game. My only issue with doing that, and I could take a few days off, and I have, but I like having it as part of my routine. So uh, it's just part of my routine. Like I have to make videos. It's like I go down to my workshop, the studio, and I just kind of do things. So Tennessee Mike just joined us. See, Ginger Down Under says in Australia it's $1,000, approximately $600. So it's even lower. I really think they need to adjust those numbers. Otherwise it's just blatant. It doesn't make any sense, even from their point logistically. Like the amount of people they have to employ to probably manage that is ridiculous. So. All right, let's see. Should we share screen and talk about anything else? I mentioned in my Discord group, I was half joking, half serious. I'm like, hey, I got my credit card bill. I'm probably going to be selling like 50 watches. Like I said, I'm only half joking. I'm a half being serious. So like, there's probably going to be a slight liquidation of a certain category of the library. A lot of like very inexpensive, like $50 to $100 watches and stuff like that. Uh, not their original value, but like what value I put on them. So and I'm going to post them up in my Discord at first, but then after that, it'll go probably to the main channel. So there's going to be some pretty, as Tuna would say here, he texted me, pretty juicy deals. So, well, he said anything juicy, but okay. Let's see. Jeff says interested in liquidation sale, white dial something. Yeah, there'll be some white dials. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff. There'll be all kinds of stuff. So I'm just gonna do, yeah. It'll be fun. But we have high MX bills as well. Selling cheap watches. Oh, Tim says, yeah, but we have high bills as well, so selling cheap won't help. Yeah, it happens. Just call yourself. Just sell yourself. Look at street value. No. How much Jim Beam did you drink while in Kentucky? I literally had no Jim Beam. I'm not a big fan of Jim Beam. I haven't explored their entire lineup, obviously, but as far as drinking in Louisville, I had few old fashions, and then I had those mint julep or whatever. That's kind of like a staple drink for or a well known drink at the Churchill Downs. So let's see. My son just texted me. I got to read this. Hold on a second. He says, I literally can't get my oil filter off. I don't know how it got so tight. I hand tightened it at your place last change. That is right. He did. The kids always end up leaning on us. I can't really give them any advice, but right now, but there's always a way to get those oil filters off. Sometimes it requires a wrench. Sometimes it requires taking a screwdriver and punching in the sucker and spinning it. So I've had to do that a couple times and completely crushed the oil filter. But no, it's not cross-threaded because him and I changed oil when he was here. Those are huge threads. Those are I don't know how anybody could cross-thread an oil filter. Plus, it wouldn't seat properly, so it would leak oil. That's something that would be very difficult. Heat and pressure, yeah, that works too. So Gary says he changes oil for a living. Um, yeah, there's always a way to get that. You got to get the filter off. It's always going to come off. Alrighty, let's see. Can we talk about any watches? Is there any watch stuff you guys want? Is there any brands you want me to look at, guys? My kids are 25 and 27, still involved in helping them all the time, says Jeff. Yeah. I mean, to a certain extent, we kind of like it, right? It's a good way to stay involved uh, with them. We're still dad or mom, at that level. So, Fedora Jet wants to look at cars. Okay. Tennessee Mike wants to look at the new Doxa. I'd be more than happy to look at the new Doxa. Usually, I don't hate too much on watches, but I am more than willing to hate on this watch. Okay, let's do. Gotta do this. Share screen. This one. Share. There we go. So there is the new Doxa sub 300T Clive Cussler, and it looks like a pre-loved, pre-worn style watch. Interesting. I mean, listen, I'm going to hate on this thing for sure, but I also kind of see the merit in it. It's actually pretty cool. They actually put Clive's name right on the dial. It has the navigation uh, on the dial. I mean, it's actually a pretty decent looking watch. And for those that, including myself, um, worry about when I had a Doxa, the bezels are so shiny, so polished that they show scratches really, really fast, really easy. Well, this one's kind of like I don't know what you call it. Like it's patina, banged up a little bit. So probably not going to worry about scratching it too much. Let's discover more, shall we? So this is commemoratives, the author's birthday, 7/15 and 31, displayed in red on the dial. Okay, so the when the date wheel comes up, the 7, the 15, and the 31, it'll be red. Um, I don't know that I would have done all three of those numbers. If his birthday was July 15th, just do the 15 because that would be the date. Why would you do the 7 and the 31? That doesn't make sense to me, but oh, and they did the full bracelet too. Okay. 26.90, so $2,700. I mean it's kind of cool. How many of these did they make? Does it even say? Is it how many, or at least use the Mark says I like the look but not the price. Should be same price as 300T or at least use the 300. Um Born July 15th, 1931. That's why. I understand that's why, but like it's the date wheel, Dane. It's not the day wheel or the year wheel, it's the date wheel. So they should have done the 15 only. That's it. I mean, what would have happened if he was born in 1932, right? I don't know. I think they went a little too far with the red date. Just do 15 and then move on. Okay, somebody likes the case back. How do I see the case back? Can I see? Okay, I can see more here. So we click here. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I mean, oh wow, they went crazy with the how do I there we go. That's insane. That's actually pretty cool. That's fitting for the rest of the watch. It looks good on the tan. You know what would look really good on is an orange camo. I think Dane would agree with me on that. Pretty cool display box. I don't know, for the collectors, it's really cool. How many did they make though? Does it say? Aged stainless steel is what they're calling it. They must have made plenty of them because I can still buy it. Tim says he'll wait for the C Stern version. It's inevitable that will happen as well. Did anybody say how many they made? I really don't see how many they made. Okay, I think we're done with Doxa here. Is there a different brand we can look at? Dane, okay, let's see. Dirk, the always had an orange dial Doxa, so it would maybe have been more traditionally Doxa. Okay. Bringing this back. Okay, so Chronos Craze says he wants to look at this guy. So we're going to look at the Seiko SLA 025J1. So is it this one? Yeah, fine, whatever. That is not it. So, oh, it's that one. Oh, okay. So 8L55. It's available in July. Limited edition of 1500. That's pretty good. It's a good looking watch. I don't think we're gonna like the price point. Do we have? Does it tell us the price? No, 404. Yeah, I'm guessing it's not going to be cheap. I will say this though, and I don't know. We're gonna have to do a little bit of searching here. LX GMT limited edition spring drive. There was a watch that Todd brought from Colorado Springs. I gotta see if I can find it. It's a limited edition. It might be that one. No, it's not that one. And that thing was amazing. That thing was super cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. They only made like 200 of them, and he has number 200 of 200. I gotta see if I can find it though. Okay. Why did my screen go black like that? Can you guys still see and hear me? Okay. That was weird. I think it's this one. What is that? Is it this one? SNR 031. I don't know if it's that one or not. The thing looked amazing though. Those things are really cool. Okay, so the new 12 Christopher Ward. Chris 12. Yeah. No, don't allow. So this is what we want to look at. Which my buddy Homer, which I think he was in the chat earlier. I don't know if he's still in here or not. He just got his, and I think he got this one, if I'm not mistaken. I think he got the white dial. Could be wrong. It's $1,225. How did he already get it? He must have bought it at the show. Or no, he hasn't been in the show. I don't know which one Homer got. He's already got one though. So it has quick change, because the bracelet's integrated. Gary, Anonymous Watch Guy, says he thinks the stainless steel is overpriced. This one's the stainless steel. So how much where's the, okay, so the titanium is 18. Yeah, you might be right. But I mean, it's a nice spread for the price. You know what? I kind of like the purple one. I don't know why. $1,895, $1,900. I don't know. The titanium has the SW300. Okay, so it's a COSC 300. That part is nice. Looks to be grade 5 titanium, if I'm not mistaken here, because the way they polished it up. So that's not too bad. Do they tell you if it's grade 5? Oh, it's grade 2 titanium. I would have guessed grade 5 with the polish bits they did on it. It's a little harder to try to get a good polish out of grade 2. So Tim's saying the PRX is better. I'm not a huge fan of the PRX. Like, this is nice. So, but like legit, I would honestly, I would rather go with and I have a Direnzo. Like, I would go with, is it this one? Yeah. I like these more. And they're 750, whatever that converts over to US dollars. I have the white dial one. The colors look great. The design is slick. It's a very good looking and wearing watch. You have bracelet and strap option. I forget what movement he uses. Probably SW200. Yeah, the red dial's slick. These meteorite dials are slick. I might even pick up another one. I don't know. The Direnzo collections are awesome. Sergio does a great job. Look at the hands. I think they're all date. I don't know if you can get them no date or not. See, and then the extra bits aren't really that expensive. It looks like they're all date now. Tennessee Mike says, wait for Christopher Ward on flippers for a deal. Yeah, they do probably take a hit. I would get the Baum and Mercier Riviera Balmatic. Did you see the movement? Dufresne. Let's see. I'm trying to read some of the comments. Can you get one with a red date for 32? No significant birthdays celebrated at Direnzo. Just celebrate well-designed watches for reasonable prices. No gimmicks. All right, what else can we look at? Oh, there's another watch I want to show you. I would love Helson watches to bring this back. I forget what it's called. Squadron. This was another watch that one of the guys brought. Well, it's Todd actually. He's got like some cool watches. So he brought one of these, and the thing looked. It looked great. It's 42. I don't want to see that. We don't want to see just pictures. So it looked and wore great on my wrist. Like this picture looks like it's rather large, and it's just because it's all dial. But the thing is thin. It has an ETA 2824 in it. When they were new from Helson, they've been gone for a few years now. But if I found a deal on one of these, I'd swoop it up, no problem. I don't think Helson's going to bring it back, but yeah, it's such a good looking watch. Absolutely love this watch. I'm trying to think what else. There was another couple watches that I really liked as well, but from the they must have done a few different colors of patina on the dials. But Helson watches are solid. They're good watches. Midwest Watch Dude wants to know what I think of the Longines Conquest. Let's take a look. Oh, the standard Conquest. Okay. Great watch. Are they still making that one? Yeah, it looks like they are. Because they got rid of something, right? They got rid of the GMT or something. But yeah, these are great watches. I'm not a huge fan of the butterfly clasp, but the maybe on a strap would be good. I mean, the bracelet is really good. The bracelet is really good. I don't really care for the butterfly clasp. Price point is legit. I know they're quartz, but 825, it's solid. You're not going to pay 825. You're going to get them for cheaper, you know, on Joma or I don't know if Exquisite has a whole lot of these. They're a Longines dealer, but I don't know if these are big movers. These all say those ones down there all said notify when available. So a lot of these have gotten rid of. Okay, John thinks they dropped the VHP quartz, which was the one that I really like. Let's see. Oh, okay, there's a new version. This must be the new version. 43 or 41 mil, so I got you covered either on either one of those. Let's see. Sam's dad mustache wax says thoughts on the new Tudor 1926 as the first new Lux watch. I think that's probably one that is being slept on. I think that's a really good uh, option. I've looked at those at great length though already in the past, so it's a great option though. So Greg Wood says check out these. I don't even know how to say it. That's pretty cool looking. Let's go. Which one did he say to look at though? Tartuga. Oh, okay, so that's all of these. Okay, offset crown, like that. Like the case shape, that's fun. Salida SW200, that's fine. We have bracelet option, and that's actually GMT. That's pretty fun as well. Okay. Is it too busy with the GMT? And they also didn't add a 24-hour track on the dial, or did they? No, they did actually. So that's solid. That's where a lot of brands are hesitant to do that. They actually did that. So yeah, it's got a chapter with the 24 hours, so you can track that. That GMT hand could be a little bit longer. That'd be nice. 12.95, not a terrible price. Let's back up and look at the diver. The diver is going to be less. We're going to look at the white dial, of course. You know what? I like the pop of red on the black, though. We might look at the black dial. That's a pretty good looking watch. Only $7.95. Great loom, ergonomic shaped case. 41, a really short lug to lug at 42.5 mil. And domed sapphire. That's a crazy looking case. I'm gonna reach out to these guys. I don't know if they'd be interested in sending one into the channel. They're in Europe, which isn't sometimes doesn't work out too good. That's a good one. Thanks for pointing that out, Greg. You'll have to send me a message on that though, because I'm not gonna write it down. I forget. Dane likes the blue one, of course, blue with the orange. Um, it's blue with red though. That blue one is nice looking though. I like the bezel insert on that one. That one looks nice. Okay, SPG says pull up the new stern glass tacky. Okay, so that's this guy. Let's close that. And he wants the one with the turquoise accent. So this one, the black with a turquoise. That's solid looking, kind of like a brushed looking dial. Is there a close up of it? Yeah, like kind of a brush looking dial. We have the um, 42 mil, 350, pretty cheap. That's a good looking watch. I don't think that, I think this is the one I would pick. I think that one's more, I like that colorway. That's hot. That would be the one I would pick. And straight up because it has that playful color, but being a totally different layout and concept. But it kind of reminds me, gives me that vibes of like a, what is it, a Zenith, but and then it has that red line on there, kind of like my Fortis. So that's really cool looking. Man, you guys need to start sending me messages of some of these brands. The more I know, I swear, the less I know. Like it's just nuts. So this would be another one I'd have to reach out to. I obviously can't afford to buy all these, so I count on a lot of these brands working with me. So it's hard to say if they will or not. Let's see. Baltic MR01 back in stock June 1st. That's a cool watch. If anyone's looking for a Baltic MR01, good luck getting one. Probably should be able to. I think things are starting to get a little more weird with watches for sure. Paul says, let's check out the Jack Mason Hydro Diver. Jack Mason. You can tell I've already searched that before. So here is the new diver. Not the Strato timer. Hydro timer. There it is. So I was talking to Peter. He's my contact there. Think I'm going to get one of these in on the show. I'm not 100% sure what colorway I would pick though, because initially I was looking at this guy, but I don't think I like the white bezel insert for some reason. So this could be an opportunity. I would still maybe do a video on this one because I do like the way this one looks. But then I would try to exploit my influence and see if I could convince them to do a different bezel insert on this guy. Great case on these. If you guys haven't tried a Jack Mason, this diver or the GMT, they're going to be the same case. The full lume bezel is pretty cool. Obviously, I don't know. Maybe the white's just fine with the full lume, but I think I would go. I think I would probably go with. Yeah, there's no real other options. I guess you just go with this one. This isn't a full lume dial, is it? No. Okay, that looks good. I think maybe I would go with this one. The white dial. You don't have the full lume bezel like a Zodiac, but you do have the two-tone lume application, the green and the blue. That's pretty cool. I think I like this one. So hard to say. I'll have to talk to Peter and see what he wants to do. All right, what else are we gonna check out? Baltic France tachometer. Trying to think of what else I was looking at too, but I just, man, the price point is Yes, Stuart, we talked about the Christopher Ward 12 a little bit, just briefly, because I instantly kind of deviated from that and went over to um, uh, Direnzo. Okay, Nick, we can check out Armida. I have not looked at Armida in a long time. I don't know that they're doing anything new and exciting though. Kind of like Helson. So yeah, you got the A145, you got the A142, which the A142 would be the diver that I would go for. Or if you want the smaller one, you can go with the A138. The A2, I haven't really checked those out. You know, Explorer style 36 with the Armida A6. I haven't seen this. The Armida A9 GMT. What is this? Okay, so these are interesting. $800. I'm assuming they have the. Those are pretty bold colorways. I'm not excited about these. I don't know why. They're not doing anything for me. But oh, it's got the 2893 in it. See, why wouldn't they go with the Miyota 9075 and sell them for like 499? But maybe these have been out for a while. What else is there? A9 Diver. What is the the A12 is nice. I've reviewed that. What is the A? Are these smaller? See, I don't know. They just don't seem exciting. Dane's asking about this guy, uh, which I have it in right now. These are actually really good looking watches. The bracelet one with the blue is pretty hot. I mean, the blue bridge work and everything is really cool. I have the watch here, Dane. I still have to do the. I don't think I did the video on it yet. How do I go back to here? I haven't done the video on it yet. Um, but oh, that was actually going to focus. So I need to do the video on it, and then I'll send it to you. But I did take it to Louisville, and everybody checked it out. They thought it was pretty cool. MMI watches, Nevada Gretchen. I can't deal with Nevada Gretchen right now. Like they say they're going to send me something, and then it literally just goes back and forth, and then nothing ever happens with it. So I don't get what their deal is. I worry that people that are actually buying them with their own hard-earned money are experiencing the same thing. Greg Wood wants to check out the Borealis GMT. I have one here. I just haven't opened it yet. So Borealis, and I haven't looked at all their colorways yet. So it's this guy here. So this is in pre-order right now, and they have a ton of different colorways. So I'm not sure. Carlos sent me one, but I don't know which one he sent me. And I'm not clear. I mean, a quick glance at these, I think I would gravitate toward. I know it's silly to have a. Oh, those are sold out. Those are already sold out. Okay. Those would have been the ones I was going to gravitate towards. So, no date, red bezel version J1, black bezel, green bezel. Yeah. See, I would have gravitated toward this one, but they're already sold out on this one. And I know a no date with a GMT is kind of silly. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Sorry. I'm new here, so bear with me. Okay. So there's the yeah. I just assumed I was. Sorry. So it's green up top. These are actually the Portugal flag colors, Portugal flags. So white with the green and the red. But that one's sold out. So reality is, I mean, if you're going to go with a I get 17% off. Yeah, if you hang out on the Borealis site for a little while, you'll start getting discounts. But I think I would probably go with this one then, I guess. I'll have to ask Carlos if I can get this one and just go with a date. I mean, a date with a GMT makes more sense. Will Carey says I'm not burning out, by the way. I'm just getting started. Maybe. Maybe. All right. So let's check out MMI. I have not handled the MMI watch in a while. I don't know what they're doing right now. So Sky Hunter's in pre-order, so that's got to be probably their newer one. Thought I just videoed this one. There's only 150 pieces. So it gives you the rundown of their progress. So yeah, if you're interested in the MMI, I think they're still in pre-order right now. Fedora Gent says Carlos should. I don't think you need a random rob code with Borealis. Man, I swear they pop up with all kinds of stuff. Let's see. Let's look at. John says let's check out the Benrus. It's funny when you guys give me a brand and I just start typing it and it's auto filled because I've already done it so many times. Type 1 and reissue. Let's go collections. So there's the. I don't know if I like the Type 2. I think I like the clean dial approach on the Type 1. That's just personal preference. Reissue limited edition Type 1. That's a clean looking watch. $1,700. There's only 15 left. It's I don't know. That's a lot of money, I think, for this watch. Am I wrong? That is a lot of money. Dane says he would suggest Zelos, but he's sold out. All right. Mitch Maddox says I give up later. What'd you give up on? Were you telling me a brand? Let's see. Type 2 looks like one of the marathon models. Yeah. All right. How about MM10 watches or what? A little pricey. Yeah. Some of these are like they'll leave you like a little bit of a head scratcher, but overall, hey, there's 10% off. If you just hang out on the site a little bit, you're gonna get 10% off. The all digital twin graph successor. So Casio, let's look that up. David says Casio LF20W. Okay, those are pretty fun. Kind of a retro look to them. Very fun. Fedora said Mitch Mack wanted to see Henry Archer. So Henry Archer. Have I not seen these before? I mean, it popped right up when I did my search, and there's 10% off. Pretty much 10% off every place that we've been to. These look pretty nice. I know I've looked at these before. Liking the white dial. That's going to be a full lume dial, guaranteed, because of the black markers. Right? I mean, if it's not a full lume dial, I'm going to be disappointed. So it's using a Miyota 9039. They don't give me a lume shot. Nice size, 40 by 47, 20. This is a legit nice watch. But why does it not tell me dial? Full lume BGW9 dial. Okay. So that one looks really cool. Let's go back. That's on pre-order. The purple looks good. I think I've seen somebody has that purple one that I know. Oh, Greg says we had seen Henry Archer in DC. I don't think I went over and talked to him much. Yeah, Ginger Down Under, 100%. This is solid. Must be a struggle for some of these brands. There's so much choice. There is legit going to be a struggle for sure. A dude in his watch says review some more tutors. Rob, I don't have access to tutor, unfortunately. I mean, safe bet would be the black dial one, but I think for this brand, look at that color on that purple. I think you go with the purple one. $510. Great size, super thin. This is a cool watch. Maybe I have their card or something. I'm going to reach out to these guys for sure. Have you ever shown Zurich watches? I don't think I've ever had them. Tennessee Mike says it's a Danish micro brand. Okay. So I gotta make note. Is anybody taking notes for me? I need like a unpaid intern to take notes for me so I can check these brands later. Kevin wants me to check out Strom watches. Let's see here. Watches. Oh, we're in watches. Very Direnzo looking, but sharper angles and crown guards. Cool dials though. I like the dials. I'm not a huge fan of the price. The dials are great looking though. I'm guessing the dial is the main. I mean, the whole watch looks good, but I'm guessing the dial is like the real draw to this brand. Let's see. Titanium. I'm starting to get tired. Let's see here. We have a discount code for Taos. There wasn't a timeout offense. Any intern must be. All right, throw me another brand. I'm not doing a deep dive into that one. Citizen, I don't even know how to say that word, are out now in North America. These are a little small for my taste. I know I can already tell by looking at them. What is that? That's a smartwatch, but that's pretty cool. All right. Men's new arrivals, maybe? And it's not in here. So I got to search it up different. Because they're kind of small, if I'm not mistaken, are they not? We're going to look at Hodinkee. Great colors, great looking watch, affordable price point. A little too small for me. I'm sure I'm going to get them in and review them, but let's see. I personally love and am working towards a Breitling Premier with the pistachio dial. Oh, Stuart Campbell wants to look at the Zuno WindSeeker, which I actually have one right here. So we can take a look at that real quick. TUSENO. Nope, not that. I don't know what that is. That one. Okay. WindSeeker. This, I don't know what the conversion rate is on this. This is actually a really nice watch. I don't really have any gripes with it. Nice oversized crown, nice looking dial, good movement, butterfly clasp, nice look. It's a good looking watch. I don't know what the conversion rate is on that, but it's a good looking watch. I'm going to do a tour on it. Let's see. In addition to really cool German brands. Yes, those are good German brands. Those are some of the colors. I got the black dial one. I got this one. I still need to do the video on it. Can I convert? Yes, I can convert to US. So $650. That's the good thing about this brand. Like they're pretty good. Oh, so here's a problem though. Eric says he needs a half link for his WindSeeker. See, that's the problem. You don't have any micro adjust, so you have to go you're kind of screwed. You're kind of screwed on that one. Aaron's watch says Super Contiki Automatic. I'm assuming the 73 Eterna. So this guy, is that the one you're looking at? That's pretty hot looking. I really like the hands. You have the hour hand. It's kind of like it's. I don't think it's. Is it? I think it's just black on the edges, but it's kind of blacked out a little bit, and then has like the rectangle out at the end, and then you have that huge bold minute hand, and then a long tapering triangle for the seconds hand. That's a cool looking watch. I like the gold up here. These are kind of slept on. 44 mil is on the big side, but you know that's going to work for a lot of people. I'd be all over this thing if it was a 42. 44 is going to be a little bit big for my preference. But it has an ETA in it too. That's a sweet looking watch. That's a good one. There's so many cool watches out there. That's what's great about meeting up with people that, you know, would be really cool. I had this thought. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's probably more affordable and less finicky, but you know, it'd be really cool is to do some sort of like a watch swap meet or something. Because I mean, you'd still be able to like look at everything. 'Cause it could be a buy sell trade, but you know, even if you just wanted to bring in and just share your collection too, you could have like separate tables depending on, and just put out a sign or whatever, like not for sale, for show, or buy sell trade offers. I mean, most people that have big collections will also entertain some sort of buy, selling, or trading. So, what time is it? Oh my god, I started at 9, didn't I? No wonder I'm so tired. It's freaking 10 o'clock. Who's winning the the Nuggets Lakers game? Is anybody watching that on the side? I really want the Nuggets to sweep that series. I don't know if anyone's watching that. I don't really watch the NBA for anything, but I've been just kind of following this year for some reason. But yeah, like a big watch swap meet would be really cool with mostly just micro brands and unique brands and everything like that. I think that would be super fun. So if anybody wants to um, set that up, that'd be really cool. I'd be supportive of that. Jeff says, let's see. Really enjoying going through a bunch of these smaller brands, giving me ideas. Yeah, there's so many options out there. Um, Figures. Lakers are gonna friggin' pull out a win, aren't they? That's fine. There's no way they're gonna come back all the way. Dane, 100%. I'm right there with you. I want them gone. So Shannon says just got the Islander Pepsi GMT from Mark and love it. Good pickup. That is an awesome watch. He's probably not going to do that again. So that was a great value on that. David says great idea. Might involve licensing or tax issues. Yeah, I don't know the legalities behind all of that stuff, but I think there's always a different way to do it. SPG's, who's Jimmy? He's talking about LeBron James. So let's see here. We're about done. Any comments or questions from anyone? I'm gonna close out. Besides the beer's empty. Let's see here. Go Nuggets. Yes. Go Nuggets. We want the finals to be heated Nuggets. So it'll probably be the Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets is probably who's going. Not that I really care one way or the other. 11:30 a.m. May 23rd, Australia. Cheers, Rob. Thanks for joining us, Barry. All right. When is the meetup exquisite happening? I have not given that any sort of attention. The next visit is actually going to be I'll share this real quick with you, maybe. Whiskey, watches, and wheels. Is this Let's see if I can, let me share this. How do I share this again? It's a Facebook group. Is it this one? No, that's Green Bay. I don't know where to find the info on it. But down in Kokomo, Indiana. Can't type. Is it this one? I don't know if it's this one. I will get I think it might be this one. No, that was 2020. So there's a watches, whiskey. Yeah, Gary says whiskey, watches, and wheels. And I'm gonna probably go to that. That's in Kokomo, Indiana. That's Father's Day weekend. I gotta find the info though. I'll share it somehow if you guys are in the area. I don't know where the info is. I gotta figure out where to find it. And then what was the other thing? And then I got Chicago wind up in July. So that June will be Kokomo, Indiana. And then I have July wind up Chicago. August will be Mimos in Long Beach, California at the end of August. That will be, I might try to expand on that and see if I can work something with Notice too. And I might be able to add more people to that one versus just the Discord. Again, I will update some of that information. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining, and I'm out of here. I'll catch you on the next video.